Step back in time to an era when fortunes were measured in ounces and dreams weighed as heavy as the gold they sought. In this captivating journey, we'll delve deep into the annals of history to uncover the most monumental weigh-ins that defined the legendary gold rush. Welcome to the biggest weigh-ins in gold rush history. Get ready to strike gold with us as we unveil the colossal, the dramatic, and the unforgettable weigh-ins that shaped an era of ambition, hardship, and unbridled determination. This game-changing gold pays for Parker's trip to nugget-rich Smith Creek, ensures a season total of 192 ounces, and propels him to the Klondike, where Parker records the 3 largest weekly gold weighs on Gold Rush. Parker's largest weigh-in to date is 25 ounces, which is worth $88,000. By far the biggest weigh-ins in Gold Rush history. In 2018, 955 ounces was valued more over $1 million. It was a whopping 1,168 ounces in 2021, with a $2 million payday, and an all-time scale-busting gold weigh, 2,294 ounces, worth over $4.4 million in 2020. Tony runs the dredge for 20 hours to see if his $1 million bet on the 75-year-old dredge paid off. Tony's goal is to make a profit. Tony needs the dredge to generate 1 ounce each hour in order to make a profit. Tony's dredge produces record-breaking gold throughout the next 4 seasons of mining, amassing about 6,000 ounces in 2022, worth more than $10 million. Parker, Rick, and Tony work late into the night to realize their gold mining goal. Parker returns to Alaska after 6 months of mining in the Klondike to disclose his final gold total. The operation expands in tandem with the young prodigy's objectives. Big Red and the wash plant from Hell are running 2 wash plants. The plants have engaged in a gold mining fight over the years, with Slucifer bringing in over 21,000 ounces worth over $31 million. However, Old Faithful Big Red takes the top spot. A whopping 26,000 ounces worth nearly $37 million were delivered. 4 days later, the group gathers to determine whether Parker's risk in running bedrock was worthwhile. They weighed in at 484.1 ounces, a whopping $870,000. Mud Mountain breaks record after record in the last weeks of the season. As Tony Beets' crew runs their equipment for 25 hours straight, they hope to have broken a curse and delivered gold. After counting, they discover that they have 6 ounces of gold valued more than $11,000. This achievement motivates them to keep working hard and looking for more gold as they move further into the ground. Meanwhile, Parker Schnabel departs for Fairbanks, putting supervisor Mitch Blaschke in charge of getting 2 plants operational in 5 days. To optimize their gold extraction process, Mitch intends to drag the Slucifer onto a big area and install the giant stacker. Before Parker returns from Alaska, the crew is scrambling to set up the sluice for running pay dirt. The 120-foot super stacker is connected and successfully reaches the pre-wash. Parker's crew begins running pay soil through the wash plants and is pleased with the results. Parker gives the crew an update on his Alaska venture, where they're ready to strip and build a plant pad. Parker is 1 step closer to mining out the 90-acre airfield, now that both wash units are operational. However, there are certain drawbacks, such as a conveyor problem and a blown-out engine. Despite these difficulties, Parker's other wash plant, Big Red, has been sluicing simple street cut pay all week, yielding a gold haul worth more than $290,000. The team is ecstatic about surpassing the previous year's ounce count and plans to keep pushing forward. Tony Beets and his squad are under pressure to have a record-breaking season. Their shaker deck, on the other hand, shuts down twice, producing dissatisfaction. They are unable to locate a 2-foot stretch of sea channel that has been broken off the wash plant, making their operation difficult. Despite the setbacks, they improvise by welding the sea channel back in place to keep the material going. Finally, they may begin processing the tailings and hope to see their efforts rewarded by the discovery of more gold. Meanwhile, Parker Schnabel is upbeat about the season's early start and the possibility of covering their expenses with the gold they uncover. As the Beets family weighs their gold for the week, Monica returns with their granddaughter, bringing some joy amidst the challenges. On Gold Rush, Tony Beets, Parker Schnabel, and others discuss their best gold finds. Tony says that they made almost $310,000 from the last of the old-timer tailings. Parker also claims that they discovered gold worth more than $145,000 in just a few days. The overall amount of gold mined for the week is nearly $460,000, which is more than double the amount mined at the same time last year. They are overjoyed with the results and anticipate making even more money in gold in the future. In another section, Fred Lewis and Brandon Clayton collaborate to boost their output by pooling their resources and talents. They feel that by working together, they can significantly improve production while also maximizing their earnings. Tony Beets and his crew are ecstatic about their significant gold discovery, which include Fred's largest gold haul to date and the potential to double their productivity. Tony's efforts, however, are thwarted by frozen ground and a massive chunk of frost obstructing the conveyor belt, resulting in significant delay and gold loss. Despite these setbacks, Tony is determined to get his season back on track with the assistance of the 80 pup and to achieve his gold ambitions. Tony supervises the procedure and urges his team not to step on the mats because any downtime costs money. Despite some lost gold and downtime, the Beets have discovered over $328,000 in gold, making their season total to nearly $2.3 million. Parker Schnabel, on the other hand, is struggling to meet his goal of 2,000 ounces of gold and is concerned about sending his staff home with insufficient gold. He has to find the high-grade pay layer before the winter, but he is still 800 ounces short. Troy Taylor, the landowner, makes Rick an unexpected offer to sell the property for a down payment of 150 ounces of gold. Rick should consider the offer because he has already spent a lot of money on equipment and is struggling to make a profit. Rick hires Kyle Lawson, a former iron worker, to run both wash facilities by himself in order to enhance output. Despite his nervousness, Kyle accepts the challenge and effectively controls the facility. They eagerly await the discovery of gold in the box, thinking that this inventive approach will assist them in reaching their aim. On Gold Rush, Tony Beets, Parker Schnabel, and others make some remarkable gold discoveries. Tony Beets finds 219.8 ounces of gold from Monster Red and 95 ounces from Rocky, totaling almost $500,000 in gold. Parker Schnabel receives his largest gold weigh yet from Raleigh Valley and makes a significant investment in purchasing new acreage. Tony Beets wants to expand his mining operations in Keno by prospecting fresh terrain. He digs test holes and discovers some potential gold indicators. Overall, these gold miners are pursuing intriguing advancements and lofty aims. Tony Beets and his crew are establishing a new mining operation that will extract gold from dirt using a ball with a strainer. They employ a lengthy pump to speed up the process and are happy with the results when they discover some gold. Tony is encouraged by this discovery and explores extending the operation with his family. Meanwhile, Parker Schnabel is weighing his gold and is thrilled with the results, which exceed their season's greatest gold weigh. Despite the difficulties they've encountered this season, Parker is determined to keep mining and make the most of the remaining weeks. Subscribe now for more thrilling updates and hit that notification bell to be alerted when there is a next post. Tony Beets and Parker Schnabel are each determined to reach their gold goals. Parker's team has reached half of their total ounces from last year, with 700 ounces needed to relocate Big Red to Mud Mountain. Meanwhile, Tony is motivated to have his best season yet after investing in new gear. Both, though, confront difficulties along the route, with Tony coping with equipment problems and Parker relying on the success of their road extension. Despite the challenges, they stay driven and enthusiastic about their chances of success and profit. Tony Beets is determined to make up for his shortfall in gold ounces and cover his off-season investment. He plans to sell his fleet of barges for $1 million, but his buyer drops out, leaving Tony with added pressure to deliver the gold he needs. Despite the setback, the Beets family has their best ever season in terms of gold production. Tony remains hopeful for the future and aims to reach his original goal of 9,000 ounces next year. Shocking discovery made by researchers. Find out now by clicking on the next video.
The Beets family faces a race against time as they try to extract dirt from the frozen mining cut. But as the temperature rises, so do their challenges. Would they be able to fix their problems in time for the day's mine, or would they go back home disappointed? Stay tuned to find out. In the heart of the operation, Kevin Beets finds himself battling a mechanical breakdown in one of the trucks. With the fleet frozen, their efficiency takes a hit, and the pressure is on. He complains sadly about the amount of time they have wasted and how important it is for the continuity of their show that the trucks get back on track. He says that if they don't fix the truck as soon as they can, they will be seriously behind their schedule. Meanwhile, the relentless Ruby Mahoney is digging deep, uncovering signs of gold in the soil. The promise of hitting the fabled white channel page keeps the team motivated, but challenges persist. Back at the truck, Kevin faces another breakdown, putting operations on hold. The radio crackles with urgency as the team scrambles to fix the issues and keep the tight schedule intact. Again, Kevin complains about how hard it is coping with the excesses of the rock, breaking down from time to time without any signs. He emphasizes the need for the trucks to be back in action ASAP. The mining team, despite setbacks, presses on with determination. Tony BC takes charge, strategizing to salvage the situation and keep the mining operation on track. Like Kevin, Tony sees how important it is for them to avoid any more setbacks. Time is of the essence if they want to make the quota for the day. He rallied the team, and soon enough, the machines began to work and they began to set the ball rolling. Over at the wash plant, Fred Lewis seeks guidance from Parker. Equipment issues threaten to compromise Fred's gold production target for the season. Fred and Parker talk about the issues they have with their equipment and the urgent need for a solution, because if they don't find a remedy to this problem, they may not be able to continue with the series. Fred makes the tough call to shut down the wash plant, creating doubt about the viability of reaching the season's gold target. The team, however, remains determined. At that, just when the morale of the workers seem to have been given a little push, another problem strikes. Dave encounters difficulties with a jammed tail pulley, causing another setback. The team works tirelessly to resolve the issue and resume operations. Amidst the challenges, a potential gold discovery in a broken rock renews hope for Dave's team. Despite setbacks, the miners remain committed to overcoming obstacles for a successful season. Dave's confidence, and that of the other miners, is renewed by the discovery, despite the hiccups they encountered. He is sure that they will strike gold more than they have ever struck before. In a bold move, Fred Lewis decides to tackle the frozen creek obstructing their mining claim. Facing an icy barrier, the team orchestrates a plan involving a massive pump to melt the ice. The risky operation requires careful navigation, and Fred, tethered to a safety rope, takes the plunge into the unknown. The team successfully activates the pump, spraying a powerful stream of water onto the frozen creek. As the water penetrates the ice, Fred cautiously makes his way across, ensuring the safety of the crew. While the ice slowly yields to the relentless force of the water, concerns arise among the crew. The unpredictability of the situation and the potential risks weigh heavily on their minds. Instead of getting worried and worked up, the crew members enjoy the rush, excitement, and anxiety of the whole season. Their utmost hope, however, is that everything goes according to plan. After hours of vigorously battling the frozen barrier, the team's perseverance pays off. The pump successfully carves a path through the ice, allowing them access to the vital equipment on the other side. With the creek conquered, Fred's team regains access to crucial equipment, and mining operations resume. The victory over the icy challenge injects a renewed sense of determination into the crew as they push forward, undeterred by the harsh Alaskan conditions. As the crew returns to mining operations, they encounter a series of challenges that put their skills and machinery to the test. Faulty equipment and unexpected shutdowns become a recurring theme, threatening the efficiency of the entire operation. The pressure is on as they strive to extract as much gold as possible within a limited time frame. Amidst the chaos, expert operator Ruby Mahoney emerges as a key player. With tenacity and determination, she tirelessly operates the machinery, digging deeper into the cold soil in pursuit of the elusive gold. Ruby's expertise becomes a beacon of hope, providing the team with a glimmer of success in the challenging conditions. Meanwhile, Tony's son Mike leads the charge in a massive effort to strip 700,000 tons of dirt from the cold coat. The goal is to hit Paradise Hill's fabled White Channel Pay within a week. A breakthrough moment occurs as they discover what appears to be the distinctive iron-stained yellow soil, a potential indicator of gold-rich ground. The urgency escalates as unexpected setbacks plague the operation. Kevin, Tony's chief mechanic, faces the challenge of keeping the fleet of rock trucks in working order. With multiple breakdowns and a critical shortage of essential parts, the team is forced to make crucial decisions on the fly, further intensifying the race against time. With the clock ticking, Mike beats strategies to maximize the extraction of dirt from the cold coat. The ambitious goal of hitting Paradise Hill's White Channel Pay within a week requires a relentless pursuit of efficiency. The Beets family invests everything they have, mobilizing their resources to ensure the success of this high-stakes endeavor. The pressure intensifies as Tony's chief mechanic, Kevin Beets, faces a mechanical nightmare. The rock trucks, essential for hauling dirt, face constant breakdowns, each one threatening to derail the entire operation. Kevin's mechanical prowess is put to the ultimate test as he battles missing bolts, broken parts, and a relentless race against time. The turning point arrives as expert operator Ruby Mahoney uncovers signs of gold in the cold coat. The distinctive yellow soil, coupled with rounded riverbed rocks, suggests the presence of gold-rich ground. The discovery ignites a spark of hope, fueling the team's determination to persist in their quest for the legendary White Channel Pay. Meanwhile, mine boss Fred Lewis faces a critical decision. Despite dealing with faulty equipment, Fred remains committed to mining the challenging terrain. However, the gold yields fall significantly short of the targeted 60 ounces per week. Faced with financial challenges and an uncertain future, Fred contemplates the viability of continuing the operation. In a surprising turn of events, Parker Schnabel, a seasoned gold miner, offers his insights to Fred Lewis. Parker, passing by the Lewis mining site on his way to his Alaskan claims, provides valuable advice on the challenges Fred's operation is facing. The encounter sparks a moment of reflection for Fred as he grapples with the complexities of the Alaskan gold mining season. As Kevin Beets battles the mechanical challenges, the urgency to overhaul the rock trucks intensifies. With several bolts missing and crucial components breaking down, the fleet faces a major setback. Kevin, along with the team, engages in a marathon of repairs, welding, and replacements, determined to bring the trucks back into operational condition. Mike Beets takes a calculated risk by leaving the critical mining site to fetch additional trucks from the Indian. Betting on a swift return, Mike leaves the operation in the hands of the remaining crew members. The decision is a high-stakes gamble, hoping that the gain in truck numbers will outweigh the potential loss in operational momentum during his absence. Tony Beets faces a managerial dilemma as the mining operation grapples with unexpected breakdowns and delays. With a third of the rock trucks out of action due to mechanical issues, Tony contemplates alternative plans. The need to balance immediate solutions with long-term strategies puts Tony in a tight spot, testing his leadership in the face of adversity. Expert operator Ruby Mahoney becomes the unsung hero as she embarks on a relentless digging marathon. Working day and night, Ruby pushes the machinery to its limits, determined to reach the fabled White Channel Pay. Her unwavering commitment sets the tone for the entire team, instilling a sense of hope and determination amidst the challenging conditions. Fred Lewis finds himself at a crossroads as the challenges mount. With only 118 ounces of gold, well short of the targeted 500 ounces for the season, Fred contemplates the harsh reality. The race against time becomes more pressing as winter looms, adding a layer of complexity to the already challenging decision-making process. The unforgiving Alaskan wilderness continues to throw curveballs at the miners, from mechanical breakdowns to managerial dilemmas and the relentless pursuit of gold. The unpredictable nature of the terrain tests the resilience, adaptability, and sheer determination of each team member. As they navigate through the twists and turns, the outcome remains uncertain, making every decision a critical turning point in the quest for Alaskan gold. The mining drama continues, with each twist and turn testing the miners' resilience and determination. Will their collective efforts lead them to the golden bounty they seek, or will the challenges prove insurmountable? Stay tuned for the next thrilling chapter of Gold Rush: Trials of the Thaw. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this roller coaster journey through the Alaskan wilderness.